The new Superman movie's out, and a lot of people are saying that this is the most pathetic Superman ever. He's the weakest. There's no way in terms of strength and power he stacks up against any of the other live-action Supermans. So I decided to test this objectively, and rank all the live-actions, well, most of them, maybe not all of them, but most of the main live-action Supermans that we've seen to figure out who is the one, the only, most powerful live-action Superman we've seen. And maybe it's not who you think. But I found it. I found him. I'm gonna say this right now. David Corn Sweat Superman is not the weakest. He ain't. He just isn't. Now, is he the strongest? We'll see. There might be some things that people miss about him. Some nuances to the power level of this man. You know what? I asked good old ChatGPT, just out of curiosity, what it thinks about the answer to that question. I asked it to rank all the Supermen and tell me who the strongest is. And it gave me this. Henry Cavill is number one. All right, look. He's not, by the way, not at all, but respectable. I don't have anything against it. But when I start to look down the list, some of the placements I can understand. But then there are some that I don't understand at all, to the point where I think this list is actually pathetic. And I'm going to be real. ChatGPT AI, if this is the shit that's supposed to take over the world, we deserve to get hit by a meteor, because this thing's dumb as fuck. Oh, Zappy, but it's just a model. You have to train it. You have to train GPT. I don't give a fuck. I don't care that I have to train AI to have a high IQ. The fact that this was its list makes me laugh. That's why I have to come in here, because I don't trust anyone. I'm going to do this shit myself. So, here we go. Starting with number 8, the weakest Superman. Dean Cain from Superman and Lois. Dean Cain from Superman and Lois. I think that's the name of it. Anyways, the old show. This is as close to a street level Superman that we've seen, because this is not an action thriller TV show. This is a romance. This is about them two. It's a romance. It's like a soap opera borderline at times. He's not meant to be that powerful. He doesn't have that many crazy feats in the show. So he has to be last place. Number 7. No one really puts this Superman on their list, but I'm going to. Nicolas Cage from Tim Burton's aborted Superman concept. Now, yeah, he doesn't have a movie of his own. He almost did, but he didn't. But from what I've seen, from the concept art and his appearance in The Flash, which was the dumbest... Bro, that Flash movie, I don't know what the hell they were thinking, CGIing all your cameo appearances. But anyways, they did it. And I will say this. We don't know the true feats of the Superman, but we know he's stronger than this guy, because he fights a cosmic spider. At least we know that he's able to fight some crazy villain, unlike Dean Cain Superman, who doesn't have that many feats. So I'm automatically going to put him above that. But because we don't know the true potential of him, I have to put him on this side of the list. Number 6. This is where shit gets controversial now, right? Brandon Routh Superman. Now, Brandon Routh Superman arguably has one of the most impressive feats on this list. He lifted an entire continent mass filled with kryptonite up into the sky. That's kryptonite. He has shown more kryptonite resiliency than most live-action Supermans I've ever seen. Period. Point blank. So you do see this version of the character in Crisis, the CW's Crisis bullshit, garbage ass crossover, where his Superman becomes Kingdom Come Superman, and we see him actually make the Arrowverse Superman his bitch. Now, that's not that impressive to me, because Arrowverse Superman is very weak. He's weaker than Supergirl, for God's sakes. Both of them are shooting lasers, trying to take down this one of Anti-Monitor's ship engine things, and he weakens so much by shooting these lasers, he falls and faints, while Supergirl's still going. Clearly, the Arrowverse were trying to neuter this man so that Supergirl could look more powerful, but this, keep in mind, this is a different variation than the Superman and Lois Tyler Hoechlin Superman. They're not the same Supermans. They're different variants from what I know. So he's powerful, he's strong, arguably could be higher, but I haven't seen him fight that many people on his level besides this. In Superman Returns, we only see him fight Lex when Lex has kryptonite on him. Like, that's it. We don't really see him fight that many people. So for that reason, he's number 6. Now, number 5. Oh man, this is where people are gonna get pissed at me. David Corn Sweat Superman. Don't leave! I know a lot of you wanted to see him last on the list. He just isn't. He just isn't, guys. Objectively, he just isn't. There are Supermans that are way weaker. But people could argue Brandon Routh should be way more powerful than him. He lifted a continent of kryptonite. Hear me out, okay? We don't know the true potential of the Superman. We don't really, because most of the time he is getting his ass whooped in this movie, but there's context. Now, yes, Superman did lift a continent of kryptonite. showing more resiliency to kryptonite than David Cornsweat. But spoiler alert, David Cornsweat, while having kryptonite poisoning still in his veins, used cold, freezing breath to push himself out of being sucked into a black hole. Alright? This is also after taking a beating from Lex's mechanical goons, while in a river of these proton electrons that are supposed to destroy everyone's body. I don't know. He survived a lot despite being kryptonite infected, alright? And while this was all while poisoned. Meanwhile, in another scene, Ultraman is literally a clone of Superman. He has all the Kryptonian powers. Superman fought Ultraman and the Engineer in a 2v1 in a football stadium, while the Engineer's shoving nanites up his ass and his mouth, while taking hits off Ultraman. And he was flying up and coming down while they were suffocating him, and he still managed to beat them both. Come on now! Brandon Routh, you don't have this kind of feat. Not to mention, David Cornsweat is always holding back regardless. We see it in the fight with the kaiju, and arguably here, every time he's fighting a villain, he's trying not to kill them. He doesn't want to, while they're trying to end his life. Do you understand how hard it is to fight someone while immobilizing them? It's way easier to just go for the kill. Superman doesn't do that. That's why he's taking punches so much in this film. Not to mention, when he gets a glimpse of the yellow sun while fighting Ultraman towards the end, he beats the shit out of Ultraman. He 10-7s that man. It's not even a close fight. Then goes on to annihilate Lex's Raptor clan of mechanical suits with his laser beam, which should have killed a few people. Let's just be honest here. He is a bad motherfucker. The problem is, James Gunn puts him in spots where he's meant to be vulnerable. So he seems like he's the weakest, but he's not the weakest, trust me. Now, you know what? If you want to say that both of these are tied, I'm not going to say anything, because Brandon Routh did lift a goddamn continent of kryptonite, alright? I can see David Cornsweat doing shit like that. So if you want to put them tied, that's fine. Number 4. This is going to be a tie. Again, I'm so sorry. Tyler Hoechlin's Superman is OP as fuck. Not the CW Arrowverse. I'm talking about Superman and Lois. Tyler Hoechlin's Superman, which is different. He punched 2 planets apart. He borderline punched 2 realities apart. Like a bizarre world and another world, I don't remember. He punched 2 planets apart. This is a comic book Superman level feat. That's one of the most OP things any Superman's done in live action. Not to mention he's fought everyone. Doomsday, Lex Luthor with his mechanical suit, Bizarro, blah, blah, blah. List goes on. He's fought way more foes than the last few Supermans we've talked about. So he's battle-tested and tactical. You have to add that. I add combat experience to this list when I'm talking about power, because it adds to the power. When a Superman knows how to fight, yeah, you're OP. You don't want a Superman who knows how to fight. All right? Now, tied with Tyler is this guy. Now, a lot of people are going to be pissed because they want him to be number 1. He's not. He just simply isn't. Man of Steel Superman is actually pretty weak, because at the time of making that movie, the studios were going for a realistic Superman before they decided, oh, let's do DCEU and Justice League. You could tell, because Kryptonite wasn't even a thing in this. He was vulnerable before Kryptonite came into play with the atmosphere stuff, and bullets are still seeming to have an effect on these Kryptonians when they get shot and stuff. So he's not the strongest Superman at all. He got hit with a fucking nuke, for fuck's sake. And yes, he had kryptonite and poisoning before that, so yeah, I give him credit. But he got hit with a nuke and only survived because of the sun rays. Superman can tank nukes left and right. But it's after the Mother Box rebirths him that we truly see Henry Cavill's power. This guy is a different level of being. Not only does he make Steppenwolf look like a bitch, Steppenwolf, who had Wonder Woman and Aquaman and Cyborg struggling whenever he fought them, not only does he do this, he pistol whips the entire Justice League, and I get it, some of them are holding back, they're not trying to kill him, but who cares? We know he's stronger than all of them. He separated the 2 Mother Boxes that were, or 3, I don't remember. He separated the Mother Boxes, okay? This is a planetary level feat, because first of all, this is a terraforming agent, and the only one who was able to do that was Prime Zeus in the Snyder Cut. So that puts Superman on a planetary level of power. That is, maybe it's not on par with Tyler Hoechlin punching 2 planets apart, but it's pretty damn close. And not to mention, this Superman will fucking kill you if he has to. David Cornsweat, Brandon Routh, Tyler, y'all ain't doing that. A Superman who is willing to kill? Yeah, he's winning in most fights, okay? So for that reason, I think him and Tyler Hoechlin are tied. Alright? Maybe you could argue Tyler Hoechlin's more powerful, but still. Mother Box Superman's a different level. Number 2. Christopher Reeve Superman. Hear me out. This guy is a comic book. He makes no sense. His power scaling makes no sense. He has more powers than the usual Superman powers, okay? Not only does he have all the strengths, all the weaknesses of all the other Supermans, he flew around the Earth to reverse its orbit and reversed fucking time. It makes no sense, but he did that. No other Superman has ever done anything close to that, okay? He has telekinesis powers in these movies too. He has reality warping powers. He literally looked, I-beamed, fixed it. He I-beams shit and fixes it. That is reality warping. Maybe minor reality warping, but still, that's reality warping nonetheless. He looks at shit and bricks start flying and fixing themselves. Like, bro, this is OP shit. And I'm pretty sure he's also lifted an island of kryptonite as well. Now, some people say, Zaffy, Brandon Routh is technically the same Superman because Superman Returns was supposed to be a sequel to the Christopher Reeve. No, he's not the same Superman. Because everything that I don't care what anyone says, everything that Brandon Routh Superman did, none of those indicated that he had anywhere near the same amount of powers as this guy did. All right? Christopher Reeves is way more powerful. He should be number one because of the reality warping and the time travel. But there is one more. Objectively speaking, there's one that's beyond him. Or at least close. Before I get to it, I need you to like and subscribe because Hollywood wants to molest me. They put a hit out on me, by the way, because I've gone after them many times. So like and subscribe, otherwise they'll find me and try to fuck me. All right? Nobody wants that. Number one. This is the one, guys. Tom Welling, Superman from Smallville. Don't leave! A lot of people are about to walk off because y'all don't even know who this guy is. Y'all don't know who this dude is. Or if you do, you must have forgot. Because this show ended in 2011. I'm going to tell you the power scaling in this show for a CW show is beyond. Alright? Listen, just listen, okay? And I'm talking about when he's fully Superman in the finale. By the time he's fully Superman, he is the most powerful Superman we've ever seen in live action. Here are some of the feats he does casually, okay? First of all, this guy's 10 seasons of combat experience. I told you I value fight skill. He's a tactical animal. While he's a goddamn teenager, and then in his early 20s, he's fighting the likes of Bizarro, Brainiac constantly, and Doomsday. Okay? And he was fighting metahumans coming out of the womb, for fuck's sake. When he arrived here, the kryptonite started breeding metahumans, and he was fighting them all throughout high school. He has way more fight experience than any Superman, okay? Apocalypse, he shoulder pressed it. He casually shoulder pressed up an entire fucking planet and flung it through space like it was nothing in the span of seconds. When is David Gordon Sweat and Henry Cavill doing that? Let me know. Darkseid in this show is not like the Darkseid you know. He is more of a force than a being, a physical being. Darkseid in this is a literal god. He's a demonic manifestation of darkness in the universe. And the only thing that can repel him is the light, being Superman. He is literal darkness. He can possess people. He's indestructible. He cannot be fought. He cannot literally be... He's like smoke and shadow, for fuck's sake. He's a force. He's not a being. He's not a person. So when Superman and him have their final confrontation, what does Superman do? He one-punches him. Superman gains the ability to fly in his final episode. And as soon as he does, he becomes OP as fuck. He one-punches a god who disperses into shadow and flees. I don't know if he killed Darkseid, but Darkseid got incinerated in that moment and left, and Apocalypse was gone. Darkness was removed from Earth at that point. Who the hell else is doing this? ChatGPT said when I asked it to rank the Supermans, it put Tom Welling Superman at last place. That's how I knew AI is mentally ill. Do you know why its reasoning was, by the way? It said that Clark Kent in this has no strength feats. You are fucking stupid. Clark Kent shoulder pressed the planet! He defeated the darkness itself, the force of darkness. He literally one-punched darkness. He fought Doomsday and had the shortest fight with Doomsday of all the live-action Supermen. You could say that's the weakest version of Doomsday we've seen. I don't know. It seemed pretty Doomsday to me. He was fighting Brainiac as a teenager or a college student. Who the fuck else is doing what this guy's doing? Nobody. He's the strongest live-action Superman we've seen. Yes, he can't reverse time like Christopher Reeves. He can't reality warp, but he'd one-punch Christopher Reeves. If you one-punch darkness itself from existence, you're one-punching Christopher Reeves to death. That's all I gotta say about that. If you want to know who'd win between the live-action Supermans and Omni-Man in a fight, I made a whole video breaking that down. You can watch it over here. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on a mission to take over Hollywood. But the army must keep growing. If you want to suggest video topics to me, or talk about your favorite movies or favorite film theories in a community with like-minded individuals, join the Zafy Discord now. Link is in the description and the comment section as well. Join us. This movement is just beginning. We're taking over Hollywood, one coke line at a time.